It's crazy. Being single, after a while, you just kind of get used to being single. Damn, it's crazy. It's like a drive is not there anymore. It's like I would see a female and I would be like, I don't even feel like approaching her. But I think men and women are meant to be with each other. You're not supposed to be by yourself. But there's a lot more single people nowadays. And I wonder if first world country makes it easy to be single because then you don't got to worry about you ain't got to worry about needing somebody to do most of the things. Like for example, like a woman, if her car breaks down on the highway, she just call AAA. She don't really need to call a man. Now, when I was growing up and I was a kid, it was always like if the woman had like some issue with a car, she would call a man. Man would show up, change the tire, check on the timing belt, check out why the engine may have a hard time starting, check out what's wrong with the car. Now, if a woman shuts down on the highway, she just called AAA and AAA show up and solve her problem and she's on her way. She don't need a man for that. So that's one example. All right. A man, if he makes decent money, he don't need somebody to cook him a home cooked meal. He could just order food from his favorite restaurant. Back in the days when I was younger, I would see that that was a primary thing that a woman contribute is that she know how to cook really good and a man would appreciate a nice hot home cooked meal cooked with love. But now a man could just pick his favorite restaurant and he's known because he always order from that restaurant and they know exactly what he like and how he like it. And so he just pay for that home cooked meal. Well, it's not cooked at home, but it's like a home cooked meal. It's cooked with some care. The chef knows exactly what he wants and how he want it. So he don't need a woman for that. Back when I was growing up, a woman would do the laundry, like literally wash clothes with her hands. Now we got washing machine and dryer. We don't need to. We don't need to do that. So a man got his washing machine and dryer. He don't really need a woman to come and wash his clothes. All right. Nowadays, cleaning service for your house is relatively affordable. So if a man stay by himself, he has an apartment, and let's say 2 weeks go by and he think he need to get a nice house cleaning, he just call up a cleaning service and the price is not that bad and they come through and they clean the house. Back when I was growing up, when I was younger, a woman would come through and she would clean up the house really nice. So impressive that the man would be like, damn, I couldn't have done this without you, man. I really need you in my life. And so that would show a woman's touch on the home. And that would incentivize the man to want to start a home with this woman. But now A man could just hit up the cleaning service, and they're affordable. The man got a decent pay, so he can afford to do it. They come through, they clean the house for him. He comes back to a nice, clean house, and he don't need a woman to do that. A woman, if she start looking at her bills nowadays, most women have a decent income or even above average income. She could pay her own bills. She got a nice car note. She got a nice car. She got a car note. She got a nice place that she stay. She gotta pay her rent. She has the rent money. All right. Her groceries stacked up in her refrigerator if she want to do that. And then also, like the man, she might just order takeout all the days of the week. She don't have to lift a finger to cook or learn to cook. All right, so damn. So she could pay her own bills. Back in the days when I was growing up, a woman, part of her objective was to try to get in a relationship with a man and he would take care of the bills. So that was something that was always like a societal norm back then. Now, she don't got to do that because she has a decent career. She get decent money. So that's one less reason for her to consider to move in with a man. So you got a lot more single people now. So the world moved forward, society moved forward into this first world infrastructure. But most people could do it by themselves now. They don't really need another person. But that's the problem. I believe that life has a overarching direction, and then people within life have their own direction. Like they can take their life wherever they want to go. But I think the general overarching guide of life is for people to connect with each other, live with each other, spend time with each other until they pass on and leave this life. I think that's what we are supposed to do, no matter what. So even if the woman have a career and the man have his career and they both have money, they both have their own cars, they both have their own house, they both can buy their own food, they both can hire someone to come and clean their house. They both can just go lay down in the bed by themselves, spread out, and go to sleep and not worry about somebody else in the bed with them. They can do all those things. But I don't think they're supposed to do all those things by themselves. I think they're supposed to share those chores and share those rewards with someone else. So this is why a lot of people are lonely, well paid, and miserable. Because even though they can do all these things by themselves, it's no fun. It's no fun to do it by yourself. And the reason why I brought up first world is because when I travel and I go to a third world country, they have a lot more togetherness, and they seem like they're happier and their lives are more fulfilled than people in a first world country. Maybe the first world countries have it wrong.